Oh, here we go. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. What time is it? It is 8:54 a.m. here in Florida. I got my coffee here. I got a blanket on me. I'm nursing a little nosebleed at the moment. Driving home from work, I was like, what the fuck is dripping down my face? And I wiped my nose and then just a bunch of blood. And it's still kind of trickling, but it is what it is. Occasionally I'll get that, a couple times a year, but I think that's pretty normal. Anyway, how is everybody doing? Just got home from work, and I'm ready to do a little 30-minute live stream with some coffee. Keep me up, keep me entertained. Wake me up if you can. But Baggins, 80s Kid Metallic, Uniqueness, Sappity, Alex, good to see everybody, man. Catherine, Metallic and Alex, thank you guys so much for the first super chats of the morning. I greatly appreciate that. Metallic says, good morning, Greedo. Perfect timing. My shift is about to end in 9 minutes. Hell yeah. Enjoy, well, I was going to say enjoy the next 9 minutes, but no, enjoy your time after the 9 minutes. It's the best feeling in the world. Driving home, walking home, getting home, having the freedom to do what you want. And then when you get home, you sit around and you're like, there's so many things that I can do. What do I want to do? And you end up wasting so much time just trying to think of what to do. Does anybody else do that? Like, I'll get home from work at like 8:30 in the morning, and I'll be like, what should I do? I got some chores I need to knock out. Should I play video games? Should I work on video? Should I, spruce up the yard? Should I? And then, like, I just end up wasting an hour bumming around and doing absolutely nothing. But anyway, Metallica, I appreciate that, man. Drive safe. Thanks for the support. Hope you're doing well. Alex Dunn says, good morning, Greedo. It's 5:53 a.m. here at the Presidio of Monterey, California. I just finished morning PT, eating a chocolate fudge Pop-Tart for breakfast. Life is great. Hell yeah. What did the PT consist of this morning, Alex? I know whenever when in my A school was with Marines as well. So we would PT with the Marines, and it was led by a Marine Master Sergeant. And yeah, I think a Master Sergeant. Anyway, not important. But he was a big runner, and maybe that's where my love for running comes in. But we would literally run 6 to 9 miles, every morning in A school. He would bring his German Shepherd dog to run with us, and this dog would just like keep pace and just, be running in and out of our legs. It was a good time. But I never really cared for the organized PT of it all. It depended on what we were doing, I guess. But I kind of like, for me at least, like, exercise is just me time. Like, organized PT, like mandatory PT, mandatory fun time, was never my thing, and I never enjoyed it, really, unless we were doing like practical stuff like fireman carries or PT in fire school is great because you're in full gear and you're going up and down stairs. There's practical purposes to it, but like doing military PT as a group, I never enjoyed it for a second. But anyway, enjoy your Pop-Tart, Alex. I greatly appreciate that support this morning, and I hope life is indeed great for you, man. 800-meter run, 50 pull-ups, 60 leg tucks, 50 burpees, 60 shoulder touches, and 50 up-downs. Big upper body morning. What the hell is an up-down? What's the difference between an up-down and a burpee? Is an up-down without the jump? Up, down versus burpee. What is an up-down? Up-down exercise focuses on the lower body. I don't know if I've heard of an up-down. Wait, an up-down is just like... Oh, okay. Okay. It's like stepping on stairs. Okay, that's not what I was thinking of then. Okay, cool. 50 pull-ups. One thing that I've always sucked at is pull-ups. You know, push-ups all day, whatever, everything else all day. But like pull-ups and me, I've never been able to. I don't know what it is. Just, I guess I need to maybe I just need to do them. You know, when you say I've always sucked at pull-ups my entire life, well, dumbass, it's because you don't do them, right? So maybe I'll just start incorporating that into my workouts. It's basically moving from a plank to an extended push-up. Oh, okay. That's not even what this... Oh, here we go. Yeah. I just see a picture of it right here. Up, down versus burpee. Gotcha. Okay. I hate burpees. Just because, like... I don't know. I can't flop on the ground like that. You know? I don't know. I've just always hated them. That being said, when I do gear workouts in my full bunker gear, I do burpees incorporated into it. So I usually do burpees, push-ups, farmer carries, what else? Usually a sledgehammer on a big tire. I don't mind doing burpees in full gear because I can move a little slower, if that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, Alex, I appreciate that, man. I don't know, really sappity. I mean, I'm definitely more of a cardio guy. But I do weight training, you know, usually 3-4 times a week. Like yesterday at the station, I ran 4 miles on the treadmill, and then we went to the gym. And we worked out for about 45 minutes. So that's a luxury that I have for sure. But like, I don't know. Like for me, I run so much. And this is what I've been told by people who know this shit. I run so much. And I've been told that like running is kind of the kryptonite for muscle growth. Like, you know, I'll drink a bunch of protein shakes. You know, pack on some calories, but then I'll go for a 4-mile run and burn 500 calories, and then I'll go work out, and like I'm kind of depleting my reserves for muscle growth, my calories for muscle growth, if that makes sense. So but I can't give up running. I love it, and you know, I think to me it's the most important exercise, cardio. But I'm good at body workout, mostly because I'm already lightweight. Entered basic at 130, but now I'm 145. Nice. That's all the chocolate Pop-Tarts, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Do it, uniqueness. You got to start somewhere. Absolutely. Dude, when I started running, so what I did, I think my daughter she's almost 6 years old now. I think she was 2. She maybe a year and a half or 2 years old. And I decided, you know what? I'm sick of feeling like shit and being overweight. At that time, I think I was like close to 240. I'm 6'2". At that time, I was 240. I'm 190, 195 now. And so yeah, like 4 years ago or so, I just put my daughter in the baby stroller, and ran. And I started with 4 miles just because I wanted to, I don't know, I just wanted to be outside. But I started with 4 miles, and me saying that, at that time, my time was fucking horrible. I had a horrible mile time. But I started with the mileage, and I could see my time improving, you know. So at that time, 4 years ago, I was probably at like a 12 or 13 minute mile, just gassed and dragging ass. Now my mileage, like yesterday, I think I averaged like a 7:45 pace for my 4 mile run. So, you know, you have to start somewhere, and if you just stick with it, the first few months, the first 4 or 5 months, you might not see any improvement. You might see slight increases in your stamina, and maybe you're not as gassed as fast, but it takes a few months for it to start clicking, for a habit to start forming, you know, for maybe some weight to start dropping, you know. But yeah, just do it. Just fucking do it. That Nike has the best slogan ever made. Just do it, right? Just do it. Anyway, enough of that shit. Exercise by Catherine. They're great. We have one. Have an Echelon, like kind of like a Peloton knockoff, just as good as a Peloton. They have live classes and everything. It's great. My wife does it all the time. I installed I forgot I did that. I installed Microsoft Flight Simulator. I just got Game Pass again. I installed Microsoft Flight Simulator and Starfield a couple days ago, and I had big ambitions to play them. And what did I end up doing? I played like 5 hours of PUBG. This stupid ass game that I've been playing for years. It just sucks me back in from time to time, despite some things that seem fun that I want to check out being out, you know? What is this song? Let's get rid of that from the playlist. I like the name of it. It's called Full Speed Ahead, but it doesn't really fit. There we go. App and dog. There you go. App and dog to run with. When I first started running too. Again, this was like 4 years ago. There might be other. I'm gonna have to look into this. Maybe there's different versions of this now. But there was an app. Oh, maybe this was. Oh, this was way longer than that, I think. This might have been like 8 years ago. I might have been at our old house. Anyway, I had an app on my phone that was like a zombie apocalypse running game. So you'd be running, and all of a sudden you would hear, in your headphones, you would hear like a zombie in the distance, and it would get closer and closer and closer to you. And you would have to outrun it, and eventually you would kind of outrun the zombie and the audio would disappear. But like you would hear zombies, you know, to your left, to your right. You'd have to run left or right and try to avoid it, and kind of neat, you know. I wonder if there's anything like that these days. Something new and different. Uniqueness, I've been wanting to play Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate 3 for a while. I got Cyberpunk on my Xbox. I didn't play it much at all. I just, for whatever reason, I just could not get into it. And I don't know. I mean, you guys know how I am with single player games. I have a hell of a time getting into single player games. For me, playing video games is a social thing, and I like talking to my buddies. I like even just strangers on the internet playing games and shooting the shit on microphone and teaming up and stuff. To me, that's the most enjoyable thing with video games. I have a hell of a time getting into single player games, which is why I just couldn't get into Cyberpunk tapi. It just wasn't capturing enough to me. Baldur's Gate 3, all of my buddies are still playing it extensively. But I don't really have a desire to play it. It just doesn't seem like the type of game that... I mean, I played the first Baldur's Gate a lot. I still have my 5-disc CD booklet from the first Baldur's Gate. But I just don't know if I could get into the Baldur's Gate 3. The combat and I don't know. I think the older I get, the more I just kind of... I think my attention span's gotten worse the older I've gotten, actually. But anyway, right now all I'm playing is PUBG, and me and my buddies got a game called, I'm sure you've heard of it, Pal World. Pal World. It's on Game Pass, and that's what we played that the other night. It's fun. I don't think there's much to it right now. I think we'll probably stop playing it pretty quick, but yeah. Baggins, I'd recommend just throwing on some sneakers and just going for a mile jog. You know? And if you feel good after a mile, if you think, you know, I can do 2 miles, do 2 miles, you know? That was always my thing, like, why do 1 mile? Why not just do 2? I mean, what is it going to be, another 10 minutes? What's another 10 minutes for, you know, possibly another 150 calories burned and a little more exercise, a little more health, you know? I ordered a Whopper and instead BK decided to give me cold food. You got a cold Whopper? That's a bummer. Are there any games on Game Pass that you guys would recommend? I have this problem, and I'm sure we all do too. And it's just like picking something to watch on TV, right? But I have this problem, like, especially when I get Game Pass, I just look at the extensive list of games. And I just end up clicking them all and, like, going, that kind of looks cool, but I don't know if I want to play that. Oh, that kind of looks cool, but I don't know if I want to play that. Over and over again, and then I just end up playing nothing. Sea of Thieves. That looks cool, but I don't know if I want to play that. And it's also, like, I want to play with my buddies, and I don't know what they'd be into, and they play way more games than I do, and they've probably played a lot more of these games than I have, you know? What is this? But yeah, Game Pass, I mean, it goes without saying. I'm sure everybody says this, but it is a ridiculously good deal. I'm always blown away. And I don't sign up for Game Pass very often. Maybe like 1 month out of the year. I'll just get into it and just play a couple games and screw around in it. But, like, if I played more games, I would just be subscribed to this all the time. It is a really good deal. A Way Out is a great co-op game. Alex, I've been wanting to check that out. Yeah. Can you join a random player's game, or do you have to play it with people like on your friends list? It's probably a stupid question, but it does look neat. I've wanted to check it out for a while. I forgot about Anthem. Yeah. Oh, I never played Far Cry 6. I wonder if my buddies would want to play that. Maybe not. I never played Doom Eternal. I don't think. Maybe I did. Let's see. Which Doom do I have? Yeah, Burger King sucks. Burger King sucks. I played the last Doom that, or what game is this? Community Hub. Let's see. Okay, no, I never played Doom Eternal. The last Doom that I played was the one that came out in 2016. I guess that was the one before Doom Eternal. Maybe I'll install that. Occasionally I could go for just mindless running and gunning, you know? But yeah, Doom sucks. Who said that? Not Doom. I mean Burger King. Yeah, Sam, Burger King sucks. We're all talking about Burger King. Yeah, Burger King sucks. It was my first job. I was 15, I think. Might have just turned 16. So the way you want to know what the exquisite Whopper, what it takes to create an exquisite, state-of-the-art, world-famous Burger King Whopper. All right, so what you do, you go into the back, you go into the freezer, and the meat comes in like a big plastic wrapped, just like a tube almost, like a tube. And it's just, I don't know, 50 frozen patties of meat, all smashed together and in a big plastic tube. And you rip that tube open, and then you literally snap the patty away from the other patties, like a crack, like you're taking apart, I don't know, like you're popping off, I don't even know. Like you're popping off. I don't know. I don't have a good analogy, example. But yeah, that's what you do. You pop off a patty, and then you take this patty and you put it on top. This is where the flame broiling comes in. You take that patty and you put it on what I will only describe as a conveyor belt. That looks like a I don't know, a grill top, I guess. And the conveyor belt moves ever so slowly, and it goes into the broiler, I guess, the oven, and it comes out the other side. I suppose, cooked patty that slides greasily down a slide, a metal slide, just full of fucking grease, onto other previously frozen Burger King Whopper patties. It's the shittiest way to make a meal, and that's what I discovered at Burger King. It is the shittiest meal you can get if you're driving your car and you're pulling up to a window. There is no reason to go to Burger King, unless you like it, I guess. So yeah. There's no reason to go to Burger King. Go to Wendy's, man. Wendy's has great burgers. If you want a fast food burger, if you want a fast food burger, literally any other fast food burger is better than Burger King. That's my rant for the day. I hope you enjoyed it. George Heilman, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. George says, hi, I took my sister axe throwing for her birthday last Sunday. I think my limbs are still sore, strenuous, but fun. I've never done that, man. I've seen a few places around here. Axe throwing near me. Yeah, I've seen a few places around here. And for whatever reason, I've never really had a desire to do it. Axe throwing. So how do you... I'm assuming... Is there booze involved? Axe... Alright, I'm looking at some places here. Join a league? What? Well, I guess that makes sense. I'm sure there's leagues. Huh. I mean, I guess it's darts, right? I guess it's like... I can't imagine they sell beer, right? Non-alcohol, yeah, okay. I can't imagine they sell beer and stuff like that. No way. Oh, they do. Funny enough, the actual place I went to has burger, grill, and booze, fantastic food, and a fun activity. Are they relatively blunt? I mean, you're handling a weapon, I suppose. And how I'm curious. Axe throwing attack. Unsurprisingly, someone almost got axed at an axe throwing bar. Oh, that was an accident, though. Has there ever been anybody that's like fucking gone berserk? 2 teen brothers stabbed outside NYC axe throwing bar. That was outside. Has there ever been anybody inside of an axe throwing bar? Or an axe throwing place? It does. I can't really. I'm sure it's happened, right? I guess everybody's just having fun. Teen charge and fatal stabbing of high schooler at axe throwing venue. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, I've never done. Why am I looking that shit up? Why? Why am I looking up horrible things? George, I appreciate it, man. I've never done it. Somewhere between darts and tossing a ball, too much force and it knocks away. They sell beer, but as you don't drink and throw, they are sharp. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Don't drink and throw. There's a trampoline park that I take my daughter to all the time. Big indoor trampoline park. It's super fun. And they have a policy, like, if a grown-up orders a beer, your wristband comes off and you're not allowed to jump. Makes sense. I don't want drunk assholes jumping around my daughter, right? I don't want drunk assholes throwing an axe. But, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate that, George. Cheers, man. All right, guys. That was a little over 30 minutes of a 30-minute live stream. I am going to... What time is it? 9:20. I am going to finish this coffee. Maybe play a game for an hour or so. And then do some chores. Get ready to pick up my kid from school. I just got to figure out what the hell I want to play, man. Was Redfall any good? I heard it wasn't good. Just curious. Man, I wish I could get into single player games more, man. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is just absolutely incredible. But anyway. Alright, guys. Thank you to George and Alex and Metallic for the channel supports this morning. I don't know when the next time I will do a stream will be. Works out maybe Monday. Maybe Monday. But anyway, all right. Enjoy the rest of your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I'll catch you on the flip side, all right? Cool. See ya.